Yeah, spirit of the game. This whole thing is on a different spirit.
All right, here we go. We are live on the Caleb call, a different spirit. Coach K for you. Here you go, Coach K.
All right, thank you very much. As always, I love working with the folks over at Spirit of the Game. I'm going to introduce myself as Kevin Caleb, and I hope you can feel my spirit through the call and the efforts that I'd like to present. I'm going to keep it high level. Uh, let's talk about why. Why I want to do this call, why it's important for me to share this information right now. Real quickly, a little bit about my background. I'm a financial professional. I was a real estate broker in the 1990s. I've been a banker since the 1980s. And over the time in 2008 comes to mind when I was working with Wells Fargo. Rather quickly, I noticed when they got approved to purchase Wachovia in November 2008, I did something unconscionable. People thought I'd lost my mind. In December 2008, I resigned a four-level branch running Wells Fargo. I just quit. No parachute, no backup plan. I just knew. In my homeboy economist background, I noticed patterns, patterns from the streets, patterns in the market, and I could see that the high leveraged, um, over leveraged bank through the NINA and no assets, I'm sorry for using acronyms, no income, no asset loans, liar loans, as it were. A lot of people over leverage, and this movie I had seen before. I didn't like the way it ended. So I decided to pack up and move to Nevada. Once I landed in 2009, I started traveling the country with some of the more prominent asset protection and estate planning attorneys. And I know that people didn't understand what I was doing. I didn't lose my mind. I found my passion. So now I don't do insurance. I don't do real estate. I only want to bring your attention to this very high level conversation. One question. What plan do you have? Is it the government's plan of probate, or do you have your own plan? Now, I'm going to share my screen, and I hope to be able to talk to those folks, well, that fall into a category that's called, like me, baby boomers. So as you look at your screen, you'll see there are countless numbers of us who have not taken the time to plan. At $84 trillion in wealth transfer, it is already taking place. When you think about the things you've done in your life, like me, we just worked our entire lives. There are about 10 million baby boomers in California. As you think about all of the jobs you've had, all of the hard work and your assets that you've accumulated over the years, that shift in what happens to you, what happens to you now, and more importantly, how is all of your assets going to be distributed when you've closed your eyes? See, my team and I help people have these conversations that are sometimes uncomfortable, but with the actions with second marriages and blended families, you can see how that can get complicated. The urgency is because It's very, very, very costly to go through this process. It's very public. All of the frustration that comes, it's in the superior court when it goes through probate. That information is public information. Your family members that are in dispute, they'll list all the would-be cousins that'll be coming out of the woodworks, if you know what I mean. And then when we look at second marriages, that is a big opportunity for families to be, well, left behind. So what we're doing is we're having families consider starting this conversation because probate is very costly. We have a plan. Every Tuesday, we're going to show folks this plan that said you could start the conversation right now and be able to know that within a 3-week time period, you'd be able to know you have the peace of mind. By taking the steps my team and I are prepared to share and walk through with you, you'll come to understand I'm not practicing law. I sell software. Now, the software I sell, it's one designed to help you get your documents in order. It's designed to take care of that peace of mind that comes when you have that revocable living trust in place. When you know that the power of attorney over your finances and your health care is already in place. I'm not talking about when you close your eyes. What if? Let's play with the VCR for a moment. You remember the VCR? Let's put the movie. If you could let them in, that'd be great. Let's press rewind to 5 years ago. Let's think about it. Are you living in the same place? Are you in the same relationship? Do you have the same job? Let's move fast forward to us as people that are in this category that qualifies as baby boomers. In the present, 2026, with all that's going on in the economy, with all that's going on in those that qualify, I get my Medicare card this year. I'll be 65. It's a badge of honor. So what we're hopeful of doing in this conversation is each week is causing folks to at least start this conversation with regard to what would you like to happen with your stuff? Who's going to protect you if you're in an accident and you're unmarried, with or without children? See, this is where the healthcare directives and things like that come in play. If you're in an auto accident and you take 2 to 3 months recovery and rehabilitation, who pays the bills for your apartment for that first 45 days when you're in the hospital? See, we walk through these conversations with family. Let's talk about this challenge. First, simply inventory your stuff. I've had countless numbers of conversations with people who believe that these living trusts and such estate planning, asset protection, and legacy planning is for the wealthy. If you have a job, if you have children, if you live somewhere, if you have a bank account, if you have a car, your valuables are valuable to you right now, and rightfully so, you should decide where they go. In the decision, that leads us to the second point. Well, who are the people that you want to have as your named beneficiaries? With children, without children, nieces and nephews, extended families, blended families. Are you an alumni? Did you want to leave something for your alums? We do that all the time. Are you a avid churchgoer? Is there a faith-based organization you'd like to leave something like your vehicle to? We can help design that and just figure out who will benefit in badge number two. Now, badge number three is where we really spend a lot of time thinking about these key parts. And I like to say very simply, who do you trust most? Who do you trust to help direct everyone else to complete your plan? Because this misunderstanding about I have a will, you will go to probate if you don't have the complete instructions and a team of people like your trustee who's going to ensure that your health directives are followed. So there are power of attorneys, your living will, and the decisions that you want made about your life, that you want made, which then says the power of attorney over finances. They're paying the rent. They're keeping the utilities on while you're recovering in the hospital. Your power of attorney over healthcare, that person is your healthcare advocate, if you will. They're the one in there saying, well, how are you doing? How are you coming along? What's a recovery prognosis? When do you think we're going to get them home? These are all pieces of paper. But when we think about the court systems, it's what the papers say, not all of the minutia going on around the family. So as we identify these key people, then we move to step five. We're now able to review who are these folks? Have we gathered the information? Which bank do you use? What kinds of accounts do you have there? It's not so much the amount that's in there as much as it is your account. So when we complete all of this, you've helped us help you get your family understanding the planning that you want for your legacy. All of your hard work. Now, as those conversations have started, then we're able to help more and more families because ours is a referral-based business. It's part of the reason we're here every Tuesday. We keep it high level. The spirit of this thing is I sell software. It's the same software that your attorney would charge you $3,000 to $5,000 to do this kind of work for you. The question is, are you willing to participate in the process? Are you willing to earn these five badges? If you do so, you qualify for a special member-only discount price. Membership has privileges. We'll work with you. I've got a downloadable library. I've got all the forms. I've got a team of people that will help you gather and collect your documents. They'll help you walk through this process to earn your badges. And within a couple of weeks, eager to get this done for all the right reasons, we want to reward you by offering you this trust packet at a member-only discount price. Yes, $99. Work with us for 1/4 for that price. You'll have that long to do all of it, but I guarantee you, once you walk through this process, you'll see no need to wait. If we gamify this process, go earn badges. You're helping to make the process easier for my team and I to complete the documents, download the worksheets and prepare, talk with you about your retirement plans, and then show you that this level of redundancy is a plan for all 50 states. It has an electronic vault in the cloud to keep your documents safe as we consider the Eaton fires and the folks in the Palisades area here in Southern California. All of your documents themselves, the trust itself, it would be lost, would it not, if it was in a folder? Now, this folder is what we will obviously deliver to Brenda May. Um, we would allow you to then not only have a written copy that you can download, print, go get 2 witnesses and have it notarized, and you're complete. You're also going to get it on a thumb drive, which we then upload to the cloud on your behalf on your account. You'll have access to the videos, which will allow you to look and learn more. And then you'll know all the 4 must-haves in order to have the peace of mind that the Legacy and Protection partners are able to do. It's our complete family protection checklist. Your revocable living trust, all the 4 essential documents like the pour-over will, the durable power of attorneys, the advanced healthcare directives, the HIPAA authorizations and such. We look at all of it, whether you have children or not. California probate costs could be very, very costly. If you own a home at $600,000, that could be up to $48,000 in probate fees right there. Now, here's the fact. If you live in Southern California, almost anywhere in Southern California, your house is worth $500,000 or more. Think about it. Start for free. Starts with a phone call. We're going to throw a link in the chat. You can register with us over at the Easy Way Network. Um, I'll be here on Tuesdays sharing my spirit here at the Spirit of the Game Foundation with my good friends Kurt Sue. And the membership is just a token commitment that says I'm willing to start a conversation with my family. As we have that conversation, as we form an understanding of who you are as a family, who are the people that are your loved ones and your beneficiaries, as we understand who you are as a person that soon to be leaving the occupation world and moving into retirement. See, we're really specifically looking at the boomers because they have a lot of resources. And my heart just can't see the type of wealth destruction that I see in my memory from 2008, 2009, leading into the real estate debacle. Um, we're just asking families to have the conversation to start the benefits of the protection that this offers you. The revocable living trust, the certification of the trust, the financial and healthcare power of attorneys, your living will and your advanced healthcare directives, your last will and testament, your guardianship documents over any minor children and or adult children with disabilities. The average cost, $3,500 to $5,000. Excuse me. We sell software for the badge holders only that have their membership that complete all five. We will be able to walk you through this software in 21 days or less. I'll tell you, it's really a very good feeling when I know I help families get this peace of mind. I can recall we helped a family get it all done in 3 days. Big Cheryl was very special to me. She was already in the hospital. Her sister was there with her. Two of her daughters were there. The other one was in Florida. Her son was in Alabama. I've known all these people since I was a teenager. It was my honor to be capable of helping them. And then to be able to do it in such a timely manner, understanding that financial POA we offer to the one that has a finance experience, that health POA we offer to the one right here with her, the sister as the trustee subsequent. That made it right there, very present. And we got it all done. We had her niece and nephew as witnesses. And I brought a notary with me to the hospital. We showed up and she was, of course, conscious, but in the hospital. We walked through everything step by step with her. She was very pleased to know that we got it done. And then I think it was 2 or 3 days later, they sent her home. Well, not home, but they sent her to a facility, skilled nursing, palliative care, if you will. We lost her shortly thereafter. But I tell you, the peace of mind and knowing that we got that done and that there will be no argument. There will be none of the typical probate related stuff. I'm honored to do the work that I do. There's a lot of us that has a lot of wealth accumulation over the years. I've been an entrepreneur myself for 40 years. We collect stuff. We have things that we wanted. We have things that we were gifted. We have things that we bought. I am in the statistic of the blended family. I have 4 children now. My 3 biological and 1 by the woman I married. But we have 4 children now. We so we did really are asking families to start having these conversations. And my team and I, having worked as a certified mediator myself in conflict resolution since 1992. I do something most people don't do very well, certainly most men. I'm a trained, certified, forensic listener. And as most people know me, having met me online, in person, at a number of events that I've done here online, coming to a city near you, even, the one thing I always share is I know how to listen. I'm listening to do what I can to help you. And that's what we designed a Caleb Call. 5 steps, simple piece of software my team and I'll help you see how it applies to your life, and we'll help walk you through it for a fraction of the cost of an estate plan through an attorney. Because I'm not practicing law, all the legalities and all the millions of dollars in development is in here, developed and written by attorneys, all for every single state in the union. So, from a referral-based network here at the Easy Way Network, from a referral-based standpoint, from the Spirit of the Game Foundation, I'm in, I'm really asking to allow me to share, encourage, inspire, and even frighten you into having this conversation about your legacy. Probate is not only ugly, it's very expensive. And there are people who made a business model out of taking advantage of the opportunity, not people, the opportunity that comes when people are in conflict. People make a lot of money, people lose a lot of money. So the question is, are you ready to start the conversation? I'll be here every week. I'll bring the same spirit and a different story. But this information won't change. There's $85 trillion that's being transferred right now as part of right now, today going on. We cannot stop it. If you don't have your estate plans in place, the question I ask is, what plan do you have? Is it your plan or is it the government's plan of probate? We want to help just by getting this membership. You're opening the door to understanding, your ability to know who the people might be around you. I can't tell you how many times that it's a delight when people stop and think about, well, wait a minute, I don't know who it's going to be. It's perfect because I don't want you to take this lightly. Conflict among family and loved ones, the unnecessary conflict that comes with those midpoints in our lives, marriage, inheritance, death, or divorce. They have an impact on our life, not always positively. So I'll make it as simple as this. The offer is a free call. The cost is $24.95. That's our retail price. Become a member, take the challenge, qualify for the member only rate of $19.95. Get that peace of mind. I'm Kevin Caleb for the Easy Way Network and Spirit of the Game Foundation. I hope this information has been important to you as it is to me. I do have another little video I want to share you. because sometimes it's just easier. Give me 1 second. Go here and go here. And I'll share with you one of my videos.
I'm going to ask you a question. 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 I'm going to ask you a question.
And that's the question. What else do you want to know about estate planning? What do you want to know about legacy planning? What can my team and I help you do? That's just a quick glimpse. Again, members only stuff. But if this is important to you, we like that. So until next week, I'm Coach K for the Spirit of the Foundation and the network here that I like to call the Easy Way Network. We'll see you next week. Bye now.